sleeping in my hotel room.
You don't sound too sure about that.
I haven't been sleeping too well.
sitting
I
there.
arrived in this country. I'm tired, so I'm not thinking too well.
You're not sleeping well. Would you be having a guilty conscience then?
Yeah, I thought there'd be echo.
Do not understand your meaning, Mr. O'Reilly. Perhaps it is the English. It is such a curious language.
Yeah, I can't turn down the game music, unfortunately.
Let's turn down all the sounds or none of
What
them.
brought you to this country? If I were in your position, I'd be tempted to steal it.
Steal what has already been stolen? The dagger of Amun-Ra belongs to the Egyptian people, Mr. O'Reilly, not to Dr. Carter, not to this museum, and not to this country.
I'd be watching what you're saying, Dr. Smith. You're digging your hole deeper with every word.
Amun-Ra will seek his own vengeance on those who have removed his dagger from Egypt. Amun-Ra does not require my help.
You say you were sleeping when it was stolen. Were you alone?
That, sir, is none of your business.
Oh, that's where you're wrong, Dr. Smith. It is my business as long as you're a suspect in the burglary.
A suspect? Do you Americans have no shame? I'm here to gain the return of the dagger.
You're a foreigner, therefore you're suspect.
Ask Dr. Carrington.
I have talked to Dr. Carrington, and I know he told you no dice.
The matter is not settled until the last captain drinks from the water of the oasis.
What's that?
Yeah, I am going to try to turn off the music. I think I can do it by just disabling the music sound card. We're going to give that a go. I mean, the music...
He lay on the buffet table that requires my attention.
You can do that and not turn off the voices?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to give it a try. Let me save. I'll have to quit the game for a sec.
Yeah.
Bring up the old install screen. Music. Can we just turn off the music? How do we do that? I mean, you can just make it computer beeps.
I just don't want to lose the voices because that's like
I don't
the
think...
best part of the game.
Let's try it. I think anything that comes... Oh, why does it do it that way? So now we... Oh, God, we're still getting the, like, PC beep sounds. But there might not be in-game music, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no music here, at least. So we're gonna see how it goes.
I think it was relatively quiet.
No, there's still shitty-ass music.
That's pretty bad, yeah. That's like possibly worse. We're at 68 donators.
I'm gonna try to set the music to something that doesn't exist on the system. There we go, no music here. That might have done it. Get, I want to marry an archaeologist in beeps.
Oh gosh.
I want to marry an archaeologist and keep his artifacts warm.
Boop boop be doo.
Restore. Alright,
Do we have voices?
I'm not
Yay!
there we go. I probably should have done that ages ago.
Oh well.
Alright. We can turn this way up so people will be able to hear the voices very well.
People weren't really saying it was a problem earlier. So,
No,
you know.
I felt like it was probably going to be a problem, but
Oh well. It's fine. It's fixed now.
yeah. Sneak up on these two.
And in case people missed it, 68 donators. Woohoo.
If you want to know my theory about it, I think it was stolen by an Egyptian.
Now she's
No
very
offense
loud.
to your people, Mr. Nagier,
No offense.
but I think there is a secret sect of Egyptian sun worshippers who have sent an envoy here to steal the dagger.
Countess, I hardly think that's likely. Secret sects like you're describing haven't existed in hundreds of years.
You have to get the hand
Oh, really?
randomly on the hip
and what
too,
makes
you
you
know?
such an authority on secret sects, Mr. Nagier?
Secret sex.
Well, I
Oh,
am only expressing my opinion, madam.
Secret sex.
I'm
Well, I
certainly
am
not an
secretly gay in a
expert on
time
the
that's not
subject.
that loud.
Quite so. Beau.
Why do you think he's
I
gay?
think my
Is he
theory is
indicated
as
he is?
good
No, I'm
as
just saying.
anyone's, darling. And I heard it from a reliable source.
I don't think anyone's gay in this game.
Oh? Who was that?
Never mind. Let's just say my source has never been wrong before.
There's always a first time
She's
for
dead.
everything, Countess. I still find your theory far-fetched.
Since you seem to be listening, Miss Beau, what do you think of my theory?
Good call, Demonac.
What? Oh, I definitely think it's worth considering, Countess.
There, you see, Mr. Nagier. The press takes me seriously.
Ish.
Yeah.
Of course, it is kind of far-fetched.
Well, I never. Excuse me.
Oh, did I say something wrong? I'm sorry.
So that's the deal, Countess?
I'd rather not talk about it right now.
Yeah, no kidding. DeWall's got ears around here. And so does certain nosy reporters, if you know what I mean.
We're really bad at this.
Apparently.
Yes. Now, if you'll excuse me, I simply must speak to Dr. Carrington.
We don't know
Sure
what the
thing,
deal
Toots.
is.
Nope.
She's a countess, not a toots.
Yeah. It seems a little improper.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
He's hitting on Yvette.
Oh boy. That can't be good.
Well, you're the hoity-toity thing these days. I almost didn't recognize you with your clothes on.
My.
Excusez-moi, am I knowing you, sir?
Ziggy's my moniker. You gonna pretend you just doesn't know me?
You are making the joke with me, no? Perhaps you have confused me with someone else?
I ain't joking. You're a bit Delacroix.
Delacroix?
I know that body of yours anywhere.
Oh, jeez.
I am sure I am not knowing what you mean, Monsieur Ziggy.
Oh, I get it. You's just worried one of these hi-hats is gonna hear us, right? Oh, okay. I'm clued in. We can talk later.
Are you enjoying the culinary delights this evening,
But
Miss
everyone's
Delacroix?
talking to Yvette.
This food, it is adequate. I do not eat so much. This way I maintain my figure, no?
Yeah, until you die.
Yes, and a lovely figure it is, Miss Delacroix.
Screw that. Food is
Merci,
good.
Dr. Carrington. You are so kind.
I feel we've known each other long enough. Please call me Archibald.
As you
Archibald.
wish,
That's cute.
Archibald. I am yours to command, as
kitty.
always.
Miss Bow,
Hi,
is
baby.
there something I can do for you?
No.
Oh, no. I was just admiring Miss Delacroix's dress.
How you doing?
Merci, Miss Bow. And your gown, it is a bit out of date, but charming nonetheless. Thank you, I think.
Well, if you ladies will excuse me, I must mingle with the guests.
You know, it's funny, like, food. Like, one of the things among, like, certain people is the expression that, like, no food tastes as good as thin feels.
Oh god, yeah.
Have those people had cookies? Seriously. Oh my god.
Ice cream.
Hi, Gilbert.
Well, look what the leprechaun's dragged in.
Dude.
Hey, now watch what yours calls me, O'Reilly. I don't know what that leprechaun thing is, but I don't like the sound of it.
I'm sure you've been called worse things, smart guy.
Only by low-class type poisons, O'Reilly.
Doesn't like me held up.
By the way, ain't you afraid of being seen with me?
Cops talk to stoolies all the time, and I was wondering what you're doing here.
I'm a big patron of the arts. That's the kind of high-class guy I am.
Oops, sorry.
You don't even know what the word patron means.
I does too.
Okay, what does patron mean?
Hey, ain't that the countess I see over there? I needs to talk to her.
I mean, the voice acting is still terrible, but I do like this.
Oh, honey munchkin.
Can I get around these guys anymore? I don't think so. I don't think it's an eavesdrop conversation.
You're being so cute. Sorry, nothing else matters to me as much when the cat's around.
Mm-hmm.
I get distracted. I can't help it.
That's right, DFTBA.
Ah, nice.
Oh, when I turn the camera down, you can see my shirt.
Yeah, I think someone actually said something about
One
it on
thing
your
I'm
pre-stream, but
admiring
I
about the
forgot.
Egyptian man is the way he is treating his woman with the strong hand and the firm words.
Oh, God.
Well, that is the proper way, as our culture teacheth us.
Which is not to say our culture is primitive by any means. Our civilization has evolved over thousands of years, so our methods are quite well thought out and practical.
And the Egyptian man, he is very skilled in the private matters as well, no?
Dude.
Well,
You're hiding.
speaking for myself, I feel it is my sacred duty to be knowledgeable in all matters that concern me.
I have certainly had no complaints about my skills, Mrs. Delacroix.
You just love the way he
Ah,
holds
Miss
that. Huh?
Bow, I didn't see you standing there.
Ahem. Well, I hear another turkey leg calling my name at the buffet table.
Another.
So
How many have you
excuse
had,
me.
dude? See, I like
The
food,
turkey
but there's
leg,
a limit.
it sounds good to me also. I'll accompany you, Dr. Smith.
She doesn't eat, though. We've
Yeah.
already established this.
Oh, the two Egyptians are talking. This is gonna be good. What? I can't eavesdrop on them?
Oh.
Of all the conversations.
Someone wants to know if we're even wearing pants. Actually, technically, I'm not. I'm wearing a skirt, but...
I could take my pants off. If I get enough donations.
Not that you'll ever see it, but yeah. Actually, he might.
If we hit 8,500, like right now,
Countess,
Right now.
they tell me you are married to the last
In
museum
the next
president,
3
no?
minutes.
Yes, darling, that's correct.
yes, darling.
Kevin Waldorf Carlton
Who's this
was
new lady?
such a
Is
charming
that supposed to be
man,
Olympia?
and so wealthy.
Okay.
My
Who
heart
apparently
is just
only wears
empty
black,
and
except
void
now.
without him.
Yes, Sterling was such a nice man. It's too bad that he's worm food now.
Oh, I prefer to think that Sterling is still with me in spirit.
Oh, I'm sure his body is crawling with maggots by now. But if his spirit is with you,
Not a
let me
fan
know
of
because
maggots.
I'd love to see it.
It is hard to lose a loved one, no? I understand you were only married this short time, Countess.
Yes, I had only 2 short but charming months of married life with Sterling.
It's pretty short.
Before he
That's
died.
suspicious.
And how long had you known this man before you were married?
Oh, we met just 1 charming month before we decided to get married. It was love at first
Uh-huh.
sight.
Or it was Rich Man at
Where
first
did
sight?
you meet him?
Oh, I'd only been in this country a few weeks when I met Sterling on an offshore casino ship.
No.
It's quite legal to drink and gamble there, you know, and all the right people attend. Sterling was so charming, he just swept me off my feet.
This Sterling, he must have had the large broom.
It's just a
He
matter of
swept
speech,
her
my
off.
dear.
Ah.
Her feet.
Sterling was a wealthy man. You must have
So some people are
inherited
asking if this is a
nice
children's
fortune,
game, and it's not. Even
No.
like this is just
The
old-fashioned
money
game.
doesn't matter, darling. Actually, there's an annoying problem with the estate right now. It seems Sterling was changing his will when he died to give me more money, perhaps. Anyway, I'm sure my attorney will take care of the problem.
Too bad you can't dig him up to finish his new will.
Yes, quite.
Dig him up. Oh god. Creepy.
Yeah. Totally creepy.
Yeah,
The
by pants,
archaeology,
we were
it is
referring
such
to
a
trousers in this
masculine
case.
profession. Breaking into the ancient tombs with your sledgehammer, thrusting your way into the treasure chambers,
Oh
touching the gold artifacts. It is also stimulating, no?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my word.
When
Whew.
you put it that
Uh-huh.
way, I guess it is rather stimulating being the most important archaeologist of all time.
This guy.
And it is such a burden to bear this greatness, no? With such pressure to perform, you must be perfect all the time.
Sure to perform.
Oh
Yes.
god.
You have a unique understanding of my problems, Yvette.
Your problems, they are obvious, no?
Very kind of you to say that, but there are many who misinterpret my actions. They don't understand the pressure of having famous relatives in the same line of work and having to compare oneself to them all the time.
Ah, but the Tutankhamun find, it is nothing when compared to your discovery, no?
Correct. I didn't realize you knew so much about archaeology.
I know many things, Dr. Carter.
So I've
And
heard.
archaeology is not one of them.
Maybe we should discuss archaeology sometime.
I'd love to hear about the work you do, Dr. Carter. Perhaps later tonight?
Yes, she wants
Will
to
you
keep
be
this
working
archaeologist's
late
artifacts
tonight?
warm.
Oh, yes. I think everyone will be here tonight, no?
Even
There's
act.
much to be done to prepare for the opening of your exhibit tomorrow.
I was planning a break for tea around 3 a.m. if you'd like to join me.
A break for tea.
It
That's a
sounds wonderful.
booty call.
Perhaps you would come by my office then?
I'd be delighted.
It is so gracious of you to take the time to speak with me.
Nonsense. Think nothing of it.
How will I ever repay you for this courtesy? I know how
Oh,
busy
goodness.
you are, Dr. Carter.
Hmm.
She lays it on thick.
I'm sure we'll think of something.
Of course, so does he. So they're a
And
good
call
a good
me
match.
Pippin.
Pippin?
Pippin. Yeah, Pippin.
He's a
Dr.
hobbit.
Pippin Carter.
Did I ever tell you about the time that I went on a quest with the ring bearer?
I told you to stop bothering me, you camel driver.
Oh! Racist!
Doctor, I will stop bothering you
I'm
when
not
the
sure
dagger
take
is
that.
safely back in Cairo.
I don't know if you've noticed, but the bloody dagger has been stolen from the bloody museum, you great twit.
It's not bloody yet. Give it another
I
act.
see no reason to exchange epithets with you, Dr. Carter. I am aware of the burglary. I am also aware that no evidence was left behind, and the dagger case was not harmed. In fact, I think you removed the dagger from the exhibit.
Me? Me? And what bloody reason would I have to steal my
Language.
own bloody dagger from my own bloody exhibit?
The dagger is not yours, Doctor. It belongs to the Egyptian people. As to why you stole it, I do not pretend to understand your twisted American thinking. Perhaps you wanted to keep the dagger for yourself, in your own private collection.
Perhaps I should ask why you're shifting the blame onto me, you insignificant peasant. It would be very clever of you to steal the dagger, then stay about to start rumors about someone else stealing it.
Only an archaeological thief would make such an accusation, Doctor. Now I'm sure that you stole it for yourself.
I did not.
So who do we think did it?
Yes, you did.
Did not.
Did.
Did not.
What are they, 4?
Did.
Gentlemen, please.
She actually announces herself this time because somebody has to break up this
Yeah.
ridiculous
Mind
argument.
your own business, you nosy reporter.
But
I have more important things to do.
Our discussion is far from over, Dr. Carter.
That's what you think, you malodorous buffoon.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
I'm
These
not
people.
sure how I feel about this. Giovanni said he's starting to think that Essentia might be pretty. I think that's how it was worded. I don't know whether to say thank you or, thanks, dude.
Alright, how many more conversations are we going to listen to before someone gets murdered?
Oh, I'm sure not that many.
I don't think so either. Ah! He's talking to the trollop.
Gasp.
You stay away from our man.
Yeah.
you are interested in
Our
the great
clumping
art,
stevedore.
no? Then you should come with me this evening.
Oh, right, she's a toreador
I'll
and
give you
he's
the
all
personal
artist boy.
tour of the old
Of course he's going
master's
to
gallery.
fall under her spell.
Well,
I guarantee that you will not be wasting your time. You will enjoy it very much. You are studying the art at the université, no?
well, yes, but
Then it is settled. I will give you the private tour in a little while, no?
No, I think
But
I think he's too naive and innocent to be a
There's no
total
need to
slimeball,
thank me
Ava.
yet. I will be enjoying it as much as you will.
Oh goodness.
Uh,
Something tells me Yvette enjoys everything.
Well, I hope she enjoys herpes.
It's terrible. Oh
Well, I mean, God, they don't know about. Where's everyone gone?
They're starting to disperse.
I wonder if I can
As we
snoop
had
yet.
wanted them to.
I want some of that turkey. Look at that. The turkey is the size of a small car. What?
It really is. Sorry. No, Ava was saying that she didn't trust Steve because he's too much of a slimeball. And I said, no, he's too innocent and naive, right? So she says, nah, it's got to be an act. Men are brilliant and know everything. They told me. It's got to be true then.
It's gotta be.
Obviously, it's got to be true. You're right.
They're all
What
gone.
was I thinking?
I'm gonna go snoop.
It seems like the only option at this point, really, so.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
You had wanted to go check to see if what's-his-face was still in the gift shop. Gift shop A.
The gift shop A.
Earlier. The,
Well, I didn't really want to go see.
You know,
Hey,
the
there's the
first
zombie
VR.
again.
Oh, yeah. That's so weird. Looks like he's on a leash or something.
I was hoping that if he was in the gift shop A, then I'd be able to snoop in the museum.
Ah, right, okay. So you're just gonna go straight to the museum and see.
Yeah, how long does it take her to walk behind this giant head?
It's a giant head! You answered your own question.
Still. Oh yeah, he's not here. Good. So.
This is a mastodon, one of the early mammals. Technically, the mastodon is not a dinosaur at all, but since they date back to prehistory, they're included in the exhibit.
Mastodon.
This particular example of the order Proboscidea is the Mammoth americanus, or North American mastodon. The chief feature which distinguishes this shaggy beast from the elephant and the woolly mammoth are its molar teeth.
Is that a cat?
This is an Archaeopteryx. Correction.
Where?
This used to be an Archaeopteryx. Ah, a very nice specimen of Eohippus, somewhat flatter than it appeared in real life. The museum staff have labeled this a Struthiomimus, literally ostrich mimic. This is an Eriops skull. Such a large capacity mandible and teensy capacity cranium.
I know some people like that.
That's awful. True, but awful. They make so many errors in the same display. Well, it's a antiquities museum, so they have to do it by type of antiquity, I think, more than era.
So that means we're going to see a Brontosaurus at some point.
Possibly.
Hooray, Brontosaurus!
Possibly.
The male and female Triceratops.
Oh, I didn't touch anything.
Every inch the proud
They were even
parents.
telling you to.
A fairly accurate model of Struthiomimus, or ostrich mimic.
How does it know it's an accurate model? First of all, it doesn't have any
The
feathers.
Struthiomimus is just an innocent
1926,
bystander
they
in this
didn't know.
mystery. Please don't disturb it.
Poke all the things.
Please don't disturb it.
Suspended overhead by thin wires, the pterodactyl frozen in mid-swoop presents a most horrific tableau. It's a painting of a Spinosaur. The painting is accurate and workmanly, with little regard for nuance or emotion.
Whoa, that is the derpiest looking T-Rex I've ever seen.
Isn't he cute? Think we should name him
Herpaderp.
Rupert?
It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. His name is Rex.
Oh.
Isn't that
No,
clever?
he doesn't look like a Rex.
He looks like a Rick.
George?
It feels like fake, leathery reptile skin.
Simon?
Now keep your hands off the displays.
George.
Barney?
A
Oh
metal
gosh.
button embedded in a wood sign on a pedestal.
I gotta push the button. Is it RAR? Whoa!
Welcome to the Linedecker Museum.
How did they do this in 1929?
My name is Rex, and I'd like to tell you about myself. I'm a type of dinosaur known as Tyrannosaurus Rex, which means
They couldn't have done this.
king of the tyrant lizards.
Well,
This is why
Although I
one
was
of
not
the
the
best
largest
museums in the
type
world.
of
They were ahead of their
dinosaur,
time.
I was the largest predator ever to walk the earth. Some of my friends were 40 feet long and weighed 8 tons, with teeth that were 6 inches long. Your modern elephants don't weigh more than 6 tons. I lived between 250 and...
All right.
Although there were many meaty...
Alright, that's fine.
Sound was changing. That was weird.
A dinosaur bone is fossilized, but you can still make out the porous structure of the calcium. Ooh.
Ooh! Can I take the bone? I don't want to be in the dinosaur wing, though. I want to be in the Egypt wing.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
So she wouldn't steal
No.
one of the fake-ass fucking plastic things
No, you have to pay
from
for
the
those.
gift shop. But she just stole a dinosaur bone.
It was just laying there with no price tag or anything.
Then it must be free.
The thigh bone from a young Tyrannosaurus rex who no longer has any need for it.
In before alarm. Wait, that's right. The dinosaur doesn't need it anymore, so it's okay to take it.
They have animatronics, but they don't have alarms on their displays.
Oh, I think this is a dead end. There's no exit here.
I thought you could go this way. Can you not?
Doesn't seem so. Let's find out.
That's one big ass purse.
No,
We had this conversation earlier. All purses are big ass purses.
Where the hell am I going?
I don't know. Around the T-Rex. Hello.
Quoi?
Laura, come back to us.
She just walked
There
all the way
you are.
around.
Alright then.
Alright, so yeah. I mean, there was no little arrow thing.
Maybe you have to know that for later. That you can, go
Maybe.
all the way around.
Yes.
Someone's chasing you or something.
In case someone were chasing us. I mean, that won't happen, obviously.
No, but you gotta be prepared for such things.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Ooh, cool. I like the dog in armor.
Yeah.
Anything in here?
An empty chest from the 15th century. Although the
I remember
carvings
running
on the
through here.
exterior are crude, cut into the wood by someone with little talent or ability for wood carving, the chest now resides in a museum. Simply because it's old.
Simply because it's old.
Kind of makes you stop and think, doesn't it?
Not really.
Not sure about
A
what.
painting
but
of The
yeah.
Black Prince is a Fierce Baby by Ed Botticelli circa
Fierce baby.
1560. The cheap wood frame is by the Leyendecker Museum circa 1925.
No, Horcack, it's not full of infinite gold. It should be, though.
If you smack somebody
don't
with your purse, they're going down. Yeah, Demonac has clearly seen my purse.
Yeah.
It's true. It makes you stop
Oh.
to think. Demonac says I don't have to stop to think. I can multitask. That's brilliant.
Apparently I can hide behind that tapestry.
Not that you would have anything to hide from
Never.
in a museum at night
Can I go through this door?
with a lot of really suspicious people.
No.
The chest feels like wood, and you get a small splinter in your finger when you rub
Ow.
your hand over the carvings.
Yeah, that seems bad.
Okay, let's go down this way. Oh, so maybe I should be poking at the suits. Oh, it's a racism display.
This is the Life Mask exhibit. You haven't seen this many dead-looking expressionless faces since your accounting class at the university.
Ah!
Oh gosh.
Poke.
You gently palpate the room, and the diagnosis is normal.
I pick up the splinter and put it in my purse.
You know, hold on. I want to go back to this room.
Anime Hero's back.
Hey!
You getting the impression we
This
kind of
is-
like you or something? I mean,
What fine craftsmanship.
Well, they're death masks, so they're just people who died, and then.
had their faces peeled off.
Well, I
And
think
stuck on a wall.
I think what they do is put like a wax and take an impression or something, like a plaster. But there's only.
Have
there's-
you met Olympia
The helmet on
Miklos?
this Italian suit of armor, circa 1460, is interesting because it's a barboot, which lacked protection for the lower part of the face. The
Ye-
barboot is sometimes called the barboot